In this short guided learning lecture, we are going to talk about how to use Solid Edge assembly module. After you start Solid Edge, you can click on New, and then you can have the options to choose GB metric. Right. So we need to bring up some reference point here by check this box. Bring the parts in, you need to go to the part library first and select the parts and double click or drag it into the working area. Once the first part in, you can bring the second part, double click or drag it into the working area. Once you have two parts there, you can set relationships between them. Okay, go to the part library here. Just move the mouse to there. Then the window will pop up. You need to actually choose the folder by click on this one and then find your parts. The first part I'm going to bring in is pin. Double click it. The second part I want to bring in is the circlip. You can drag it in there. Now we can set relationships between them. So we have a set relationship here. Or you can click on this one, then we have a relationship here. So either way. Normally, we can use the flash fit to assign the relationship between, for example, you can bring up the axis of the circlip, you just click it, and bring the axis of the pin, click, so you can see they're aligned. Then we can move on to click on the surface here. And then we can move on to select the surface here. Sometimes it's not easy to pick up the surface there. If that happens, just leave your mouse here for a few seconds, then you will see a small mouse appear. You right click this drop down menu. Then you can move around to pick up the one you want. Okay, and click. You'll see the circlip is in pin now. Okay, we can carry on to go to the part library. Click on the pin circlip. And if you cannot find the axis by just move around of the circlip, you can go to there and use the XOR line. That will help you to click on the axis and click on axis here. So there are two things aligned. And the next step is to specify the mate to mate the surface here. The surface. Again, if you cannot find the surface, you can use the right mouse key. If you can, you just find the surface and click the circlip there. So as we mentioned in the video, you have relationship here, or you can choose relationship from the drop-down menu. On these slides, you've been given a list of most commonly used relationships. The flash fit allows you to do that automatically. If you are unable to identify things, you can use XOR line plus the mate. And you also can use XOR line plus the planar line. There's a quite useful functions called center plane, which can help us to bring one part in the middle of the other part. Okay. So assuming we're going to put in the brushing, right? We do XOR line. So want to place this one in the middle of this one. There are two ways. One is you would use the planar line and adjust distance. The other one is use the center plane. Make sure here you choose double because we try to put this between this plane, this side and this side, so it's double. Go to the end of this and select that one. Go to this end, select that one. To the end of the brushing. If you cannot find it, right click and here. Here. If you click it, you'll see it gets into the middle automatically. After you set the relationship between parts, you still can change them by add relationships. To add the relationships, you need to click on the parts you want to change. And then go down to the left bottom corner to find a specific relationships. And then you can change it over there. For example, by set the distance between to make the surface of planar alignment. Another way to place the middle is to use the plane align. Select this area against this area. In order to push this one into there, what you're going to do is to select the brushing and move to here to click on this relationship. Then here, you can set the distance here. Example 9. So that is how do we actually change the relationship. Solid Edge provides some functions allow us to see explored view. You need to follow these steps so as you can see the explored view. The purpose to have an explored view is to see the inside of the assembly. To do that, you need actually firstly click on the Tools tab. If you can see the EI, you can click it directly. Otherwise, you need to click on this one. Then you can click on the EI. After this one, you can choose Auto Explore. Then you can choose Click. Click on Explore. You can see all the parts being set separately, like this. So you can drag the parts around and reposition the parts. You can change the export view as well. So to drag the parts, you just click on the function here and click on this one and click on this. You can drag this way, or click on this axis, you can drag that way. In addition to have an export view, you also can assign different colors to the components in an assembly model. To do that, you need to actually select the part you want to change the color, then go to the View tab, which is on the control menu. Then you go through the step-by-step process and to change the color. So if you want to change the color, go to the View first, then select the part you want to change the color, for example, brushing. Then go to the Styles, window pop up. Then you can change the color, for example, into green. Make sure this face style is selected. Then can change the color, then apply. Then you click on any other parts and click on screen. You'll see the colors changed. These are the exercise you need to do for week 7. Last week, we issued assignment part A. In assignment part A, we mentioned about there are 2 given parts. So you can find 2 given parts. So week 7. As you can see here, we have 4 folders. Each contains given parts and given part list for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you open one of these, you'll see 2 files. One is given parts, another one is list. In this list, you can find your URN number against parts have been given. If your URN number not on this list, please send email to me. Assuming you've been given the parts A5 for the plate, and for the sharp washer is A1. So you can open this file and download this file and open the file. The parts are here. You choose plate A5 and washer A1. Okay. Then you choose plate A5 and that one A1. That's it for this module.